Yo, good evening, good people. Y'all know what time it is, baby. It's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. We got the super team of Sports Talk here with y'all once again. On one half of it, Diego Barishnikov, the Black Dominican Russian, checking in as always with my main man, my partner in crime. I like to call him the 6 foot and under post up champ. Tell him who you are.
What's good people? It's your boy Uncle Hate, the other A in AA Sports, broadcasting live here on a Thursday to do our picks and prediction show for week. I'm saying that we've been here for a while, but get this thing in quick.
Yeah, we missed last week with the pick show, but we back this week. I think we did. It's been a couple weeks we haven't did it, but people, we appreciate y'all as always. Hope y'all caught episode 198 a couple days ago. Uncle Hate was dressed as Cam. We went over the recap from week 9, as among other things. But tonight we are here to give week 10 picks right before this Thursday night game between the Chargers of LA and the Oakland Raiders kick off in Oakland. Continue to watch, like, hit those subscribe buttons on any and all platforms that you catch us on, whether it be YouTube, iTunes, or Spreaker. And don't forget to check out all of our social media platforms, whether it be Facebook, IG, or Twitter. Also, we're on Facebook on our Urban Arena affiliate media page with some of our other cats that we link up with from time to time. Shout out to Big Q, JB, and Glass at Get With It Sports and Team Boy TV, amongst others. Last week, Uncle Hate, you went into week 9 with a 1-game lead.
Oh, wow, I did? I thought I was good and behind.
Nah. Last week, you had a 1-game lead. Last week, we had only 2 games that differed. I won both. That was the Texans and Jaguars game and the Raiders and the Lions. So coming into this week, I'm up 1 game. Hate, you were 6-8 last week. I was 8-6. So your overall record right now is 82-52-1. Mine is 83-51-1. Both at a 61% clip, give or take a few tenths of a point on the back end.
I took the Jaguars.
You did, yeah. That was because remember we didn't do a show last week and we tweeted the picks. That was the game that you missed, and you end up telling me that you was going with the Texans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get right on in here to week 10. Tonight, again, Oakland hosting their division rival, LA Chargers. The Chargers got the powder blues on tonight on the road. That's a little unusual. I don't think it's gonna matter though on the black hole tonight. I got the Raiders coming out of here with a W.
Give me the Chargers.
Taking the Chargers tonight. All right, they are coming off a big win against the Packers last week.
I like the defense last week. It looked like it was getting back. And shouldn't Derwin James be back some point?
3 weeks, I think they said. He's now eligible to practice. Okay. So he should be coming off for IR within the next couple of weeks. First set of start the 1 o'clock games off for Sunday. We have another division matchup. You can call it a division matchup all you want. Technically it is, but I don't think this is going to be a close game. I got the Ravens going into Cincinnati, handed the Bengals their 9th loss to go 0-9.
Do you think the Bengals win a game this year?
Yeah, they will at some point, I think. I was looking at their schedule. I think they got the Dolphins at one point. They got a chance to win. And, of course, depending on what Browns team show up, I know they got them again at some point. So
Baltimore, though.
Yeah, I think we're both taking Baltimore on that one. I think that was a pretty easy pick. Just to answer your question real quick, their next slate of games after Baltimore this week, then they go to Oakland. They got the Steelers. They got the Jets at home. They go to Cleveland. They got New England, at Miami, and Cleveland. So they got a few in there that they can get possibly, especially if AJ Green decides that he may want to play this year.
Well, I don't know if they can beat the Jets, but yeah, well, they got a chance to get at least one. At least. That'd be terrible. You go a whole damn season don't win one fucking game.
Hey man, we've seen it. We've seen it before.
So
Next up, we have the Buffalo Bills going into Cleveland to take on Baker Mayfield and the Browns. Will they get Odell the ball this week and pull out a W?
I said I wasn't gonna pick them no more. I just feel like this is the one they gonna get. Some kind of way, I feel like this is the one they gonna get.
I got you.
Weather probably ain't gonna be if it's raining and shit up there. Kareem Hunt's back. Give me the Browns. This is it. This is my last stand. I sound like a dope. I done said that about 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, I can't do it because I think I was going down the same road I was going down with the Falcons. Every week I was saying, okay, this got to be the week. This got to be the week, and it never happened. So I said, fuck it. Same thing with the Browns for me, unless they play like Miami or the Bengals or somebody. I'm taking Josh Allen and the Bills and that defense to go in there and continue to give the Browns a headache.
All right, that's 2 apart already. That's what's up.
All right, next up, another divisional game. Is this the week of division games? We got the Detroit Lions going into Chicago to take on the Bears. Now, this game may be a little tricky because you never know which Detroit team you're gonna get. We know the Bears got a stout defense, but the offense ain't catching up so far. I think Detroit goes in here and takes this game just due to the fact that the offense cannot get anything really going, and Detroit's got a solid defense.
Yeah, give me Detroit.
All right. It's so cold in the D. Next up, Battle of New York City. I wonder if that damn black cat will be available and come out this week.
How they still ain't found that cat?
Well, they say they got a. I read something the day after their game saying that it's a few of those cats within the stadium. Yeah. They live there. They've been there for years, or however long that the stadium has been there. Because this one is actually a new stadium. MetLife is, but they said that the cats usually don't come out until after the games. Gotcha. So they said something must have spooked one of them and he got out. But they usually don't come out during the games. Giants taking on the Jets. Will the Jets get a win this week?
Nah. I don't like what I see from the Jets at all. They ain't been right since they said they were unstoppable on offense, and New England kicked their ass. So give me the Giants. Now, Daniel Jones, try not to turn the ball over as much. That's kind of.
I think that's the key. If they don't turn the ball over, maybe feed Saquon Barkley. I don't know. He's kind of good. Yeah, I think they'll be okay this week against the Jets. So we both got the Giants there. The Chiefs this week will be going into Tennessee to take on the Titans. I'm assuming I hadn't checked. Is Mahomes practicing this week?
Yeah, he's practiced the last couple of days. I believe he's playing Sunday.
Okay. I had them down anyway. Even if they got Matt Moore, I think they're going there and beat the Titans. So we're both taking the Chiefs on that.
Sir.
All right. Kyler Murray. Again, Cardinals losing record, but they've been playing some solid football for what they got. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. They're doing better than I thought they would be doing at this point. They're going into Tampa, take on that boy Jabu. I think Jameis eating a W this week.
Yeah, I don't like Arizona on the road. And, quiet as kept, the Cardinals have a solid run defense. And that secondary ain't – I'm sorry, not the Cardinals. Tampa Bay has a solid run defense. Secondary ain't worth a shit, but, yeah, I think they're going to be okay. Give me Tampa Bay as well.
Okay. We're both taking Tampa there. All right, next up, again, this is the week of divisional games. I'm so salty this year, this game does not have the pizzazz that it usually has. Falcons and the Saints normally is a big-time affair. Not so much this year. This game is in New Orleans. Now, the Falcons are coming off of a bye. That may help a little bit. Hopefully the Falcons come out here and play them close and show some pride. But I got the Saints taking this game.
Beat them down. In my Bomani voice, Saints.
All right. Next up. Oh, okay.
They might have some pride, though, coming off a bye. And this is a big rivalry game.
Very big. Very big. We'll see. Matt Ryan should be back off of his sprained ankle. So, we'll see. I think this game is going to be
for them. Then who can you get up for? You know.
Yeah, and I think we discussed it on a few shows back. I'm thinking that this game and then the next game against y'all, these two divisional games, is maybe what Arthur Blank is kind of waiting on to see how the team performs before he decides whether to let Dan Quinn get to the end of the season.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting a closer game probably than most. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I got the Saints.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got the Dolphins going to the Colts. I got the Colts.
Colts.
All right, then we got the Rams will be coming to the East Coast kind of to play Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. I think the Rams should take this. They seem to be kind of getting back on track the last couple of weeks.
Quiet.
Yeah. You know, they didn't place any high-quality opponents, but sometimes you need those lower-tier teams to kind of get your footing back. So I think they should be back on track a little bit. Of course, they'll have no Brandon Cooks again. He is still or back in the concussion protocol. Oh, no, that's Sterling Shepard back in the concussion protocol.
Nah. Well, yeah, Sterling's back in it, but I think Brandon, they're just not clearing him.
Cooks is actually going to see a specialist.
Yeah.
About his. That's not a good look. If you got to do all that, it might be time to put that man on IR.
They both should be going, truth be told. They both got 2 concussions in 9 weeks.
Yeah. And Sterling's was like 2 and within 4 weeks, I want to say.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So we both taking the Rams there.
I don't believe Pittsburgh are going to be able to score enough in that game. The defense is solid. I like Pittsburgh's defense, but I don't think they're going to be able to score enough points to keep up with them.
Gotcha. And we know the passing game has struggled with Pittsburgh a little bit. Jalen Ramsey is going to take away whatever receiver they want to call number one. Him and Juju probably will be matched up because Jalen likes to follow. So
yes, he does.
That should be a good matchup. Rams better watch out though. I'm gonna call a little bit of a trap game because, like you just said, the Steelers defense has been playing good and they are at home.
And that pass rush.
Exactly. So Jared Goff, you stand back there and pat that damn ball too long if you want to. It won't go the way that you expect it to.
This will be last thing on this. This will be a good look in regards to the adjustments for McVay. They're coming off a bye. I want to see how that offense comes out looking after a bye. They kind of been exposed this year. I want to see what they do against a real defense coming off. So we're gonna see.
Okay, good observation. Your Panthers. We know Kyle Allen can settle in. He's a quarterback for the rest of the year. Yeah. Y'all going to Green Bay to take on the Packers. Is this y'all biggest game of the season so far?
So far, yeah. Well, you know what? This is the biggest winnable game. I don't believe anybody thought we were going to go into San Francisco and beat y'all. But I guess the problem with this is Green Bay got punched in the mouth last week a couple of times. And then the game's at home. And, you know, that the pass rush is always better at home, people. Always better. I'm going to take Green Bay in this game. I think they're going to jump on us quickly. And they're going to have the dogs out on Kyle Allen. So –
okay, I'm a little surprised there because I think y'all pass rush is one of the better ones in the league. It has been at least first part of the season, and we've seen Green Bay's couple of losses. That was a big hindrance for them. I'm taking the Packers as well, but it should be a pretty good game. But I got the Packers winning by like 10.
If they ain't get manhandled, like they did last Sunday, I might feel different. But at home, they want to get that momentum back. I think they're gonna jump on us, but I hope I'm wrong. Put it that way. Hope I'm wrong.
Hey, come out, establish Christian McCaffrey, play some running and ground control. I think y'all do have a shot. I got a shot.
Now that is the blueprint to beat Green Bay. It seemed like, you know, control that offensive line, manhandle and run ball. So we'll see. Hope I'm wrong.
Keep Aaron Ash on the sideline.
There you go.
Sunday night game should be a pretty good game. We got Kirk Cousins and the Vikings going into Dallas take on the Cowboys. Kirk Cousins in primetime games.
You know what that is.
Yeah. Against my better judgment, I got faith in Kirk this week. Dalvin Cook, Stephon Diggs. Give me the Vikings on the road.
Is Amari Cooper gonna play? Do you know?
Yeah, he playing. I read today that he had an MRI on his knee. They say after he took it, he wasn't even concerned about the results of the MRI. He just asked the doctor, "Is it manageable? Can I play on it?" They told him yes, so he said, "All right," and left the training room. So he'll be out there now. If that knee stiffens up, tightens up during the game, we'll see. I'm sure Xavier Rhodes will be on him, so that's going to be more physicality that he's got to deal with,
Right.
likely. But I got the Vikings. I got the Vikings here.
Give me Dallas.
Okay.
Dakota got to win some of these big games on prime time against real teams. Last prime time real game they had was against Philly. He showed up and showed out. So
yeah, and that's another big thing too. Dallas needs to win this game while Philly is on bye.
Yep.
You don't want to lose any ground while a team is not even playing. Right. So big game for both teams really, because the Vikings need to keep pace with the Packers.
Right.
And with the wild card, the way it's going in the NFC. So big game for both teams. Big game for both teams. All right. We're going to finish this thing up. Monday night game. The MVP. I'm just going to give him the MVP now since everybody want to give it to him already. Mr. Russell Wilson. Seahawks.
Nobody can hawk him down either at this point. Mahomes don't miss too many games. So yeah.
Hey, man, Lamar right there. Lamar right there. Seahawks coming in to Santa Clara to take on my Niners. Again, we're 8-0. The Seahawks are 7-2. Of course, you know who I got. You tell me what you think.
I'm going to take the 49ers in this game, and I think y'all going to win by at least 14. Reason, who Seattle done beat that's been good? We had this conversation every week. We talk about it. I can't think of one signature win.
That's true, but I've said it about them, us, and a couple other teams. At the end of the day, even though you may play some sorry teams, good teams still beat those teams. Yeah. The teams that aren't good, sometimes they find ways to lose a couple of those games that they shouldn't be losing.
All that he does and spinning and shit, y'all got speed on the outside. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah. That's true. To answer your question though, they beat the Rams and they beat
Seattle beat the Rams?
Yeah.
Okay.
30-29. They beat them by a point.
That's right. Because they missed
Thursday night game.
The Rams missed that field goal late. So that's a win, but it's a
but everything else, it is what it is. But I'm taking us. We should have hopefully Kyle Juszczyk back to fullback. Joe Staley, left tackle should be back. We're not sure about McGlinchey yet, the right tackle. He may or may not play, but we should get some cats back. I think the run game, we'll be able to run on Seattle and stop their run game. The defense is what it is. I got us winning 30-20.
Yeah, so, I'm with you. Y'all going to win the game, suckers.
All right. Now, before we get up out of here, we said Tuesday that we was going to get some official picks on this Bama LSU game this week. Yeah. I am going to take LSU on the road. I like what Burrows and that offense is doing. We still don't know if Tua's going to play. If he does, though, in the big games,
I need to see it.
In the big games is where he tends to not be as Tua-esque as he normally is against some of the lesser teams. I'm taking Joe and them to go in there and get it done Saturday afternoon.
Give me Bama.
Taking Bama? All right.
That's a tough place to go. And everybody wants them to lose. And then be the games that Saban figures out a way and they win. Yeah. So
very true.
Now LSU I think last year they came in, they was like, oh yeah, we can beat them too. And they got smoked 29-0.
So they're gonna want a little bit of get back. They're gonna want a little get back. I just like their coach, man. I like Ed Orgeron, man. Yeah. That cat, I like him. He seems pretty down to earth and about that business with his players. So I like him. Like I said, I like LSU offense, what they doing this year. We know they got good defenses all the time. But I like to see them come out and put some points on the board. We may get a LSU-Alabama game that ends up getting into a shootout. Wouldn't that be
that would be dope. That would be so dope. I got to find myself somewhere to be in front of that TV Saturday.
All right, there it is. Maybe we'll link up. Maybe we'll do something. Anything else you got to point out to the people before we get up out of here?
Well, I was gonna give a Power 5.
Power 5. Okay.
All right. I got your 49ers sitting at number 1. I got the Saints at 2. I got New England at 3. Green Bay at 4. And Baltimore at 5.
Okay. I definitely agree with the first two. My Niners, then the Saints. After that, give me the Packers, then the Patriots.
Okay. Who you got at 5?
At 5. Yeah, because it could be any number of teams.
I was thinking Seattle, but I like what Baltimore just did. And Baltimore beat Seattle.
Yeah. I don't see anybody else worthy of taking the spot right now. I think the Vikings are right there on the outside, kind of looking in. I think you got a solid 5. I'm going with that fifth one, Baltimore as well. I think I had mine in a little different order.
Yeah.
I think just maybe Packers and Pats. I think I flipped.
Yeah.
All right. Both of them coming off a loss, so we'll see how it go. All right, that's what's up, man.
They got a real schedule now. They're not playing. They're not gonna get fat off them suckers in the East. They got games now. So.
Yeah, and I can't talk shit about it because we got the same thing coming for us. So hopefully we get it started off with a good win this week.
Our division is much better.
Yeah. So, but this is a big game this week because, like I said, we can put some separation in between ourselves and the division. We up 2 games right now. If we beat Seattle, we'll go up 3 games with only 7 left to play. So I like the look of that. If we can get this W right here, that'll be nice. That'll be real nice. All right, people, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We finna get up out of here and catch this game. Uncle Hate, plug your social media. Tell the people where to reach you
at ReK6000. Holla at me. I talk sports.
All right, you can find me at Diego Barisham on Twitter as well. We already let y'all know to check out the AA Sportscast Twitter, Facebook, IG pages, any social media platform. You can look up AA Sportscast and you'll find us. Yes, be on the lookout pretty soon. We got some new logo and branding coming for y'all. So we're gonna get some things popping and get some changes and get some new fluidity going up in here. I think that is not a word. It may be, but I just made it up, so therefore it is. We're finna get up out of here. Episode 190, baby. The Week 10 Pick Show. We up out of here. Uncle Hate, Diego Barishnikov. We are AA Sports. Straight sports. No goddamn chaser. I'll let y'all next week. Y'all be easy. Peace.